ones his mother used to dry and cook. A berry, red, sour and unripe, bitter in his mouth, and a leaf, sucked because he is so thirsty. When he closes his eyes, he sees his mother's face. Gili chouad rose, she sings. They lived among the roses. Nieznali burj, and they did not know of any storms. While he sleeps, he dreams strange dreams. In them his sister finds a woolen hat, pulling it tight onto her head, and his brother a fur glove that he wears on his right hand, holding his palm over his mouth so his hot breath can warm his face. Neither will take them off, even when their mother, pale with cold, sits beside them, her teeth chattering, sounding out like a tinny drum. But when Jakob says that he is cold, his sister draws the hat from her tiny head, his brother the glove from his tiny hand, and, without a word, hands each to him on outstretched arms that demand he take them. He wakes, weeping, blue-lipped with cold and dread. Dusk falls. He forgets what it is to stare at the moon. He chews grass. His spit turns green. His head itches, lice-infested and full of sores. He waits until it is dark before leaving the woods, creeping down the side slope of a grassy field and smelling the dew. Below him, a lake glistens in the half-moonlight, a still sheen, honey-coloured, with a promise of tranquillity. He turns away from it, no longer able to trust the land itself. Tena kuchos per dalcho ushalin, he hears his father's voice. Jump your own shadow, my boy, he whispers. Back into the woods where the trees lean darkly above him, hiding his silhouette on the ground. Wood moss softens his tread in places, but when his steps can be heard, the wind often blows, drowning out the noise of brittle leaves breaking, so that even then the sound of him disappears, and he is as close to invisible as the world dares to make him. Chapter 2. Before. Austria, 1943. She had been christened Glorious, because that was what everyone hoped she would be. But from the very beginning they had called her Law. Spoken softly, a low note that seemed unfinished and barely audible, but that was appropriate, for it turned out she wasn't the sort of person to light up a room. She stumbled now in the shadows, not wanting to be seen, pulling her children with her. 2 boys, Jakob, aged 7, Malutki, the little one, who was barely 3, and her girl, Eliza, aged 5. Sewn into their clothes to the left of their chest, each of them wore a black triangle with the letter Z embroidered into the cloth. Sleep-deprived, their ebullience buried, hands clutching hands and gripping them tightly. None of them wanted to be separated from the other. Touch was a necessity for her as much as for them now. Their feet sounded over the ancient cobbles, polished over the years by the many shoes that had scuffed across them. They gleamed like tiny mirrors underfoot. Either side of them, the houses rose upwards from the narrow street, hiding the sky. They slanted with age and neglect, the paint peeling, the brickwork fissured and cracked with salted air. Law stepped over the warm vents, scents of baked bread coiling around them, her children's mouths filling with saliva and longing. "Just a little further," she assured them. "Just a little." They did not argue as they used to. The fight had all but gone from them. By the time they reached the bar, their faces and hands were numb with the chilled autumnal air, their coats damp with night mist. She kissed their palms, squeezing them to her lips like a good luck charm on the dice before it is thrown. The bar was called Des Clompes, meaning the shoe. It sat as such upon the